1950, Paris of the Middle East. The national income of Lebanon rose by more than 50%. Moving forward to the maturing era of the 1960s, which came hand in hand with an economic boom.
1975-1990 Civil War. From 1943 to 1975, according to the Constitution, the President of the Republic had to be Christian. During that time, Christians represented 50% of the population. The remaining 50% were Muslim. In 1969, Muslims requested an equal distribution of power, which the Christians resisted out of fear of Lebanon losing its identity. In 1975, an incident between the Christians and Muslims sparked a civil war in Lebanon. The civil war ended in 1988. 1990, Revival and Peace. After 15 years of conflict, peace prevailed in Lebanon. The 1990s was the decade in which the rebuilding process could begin, where locals not only attempted to move on from the turmoil of the civil war, but also to confront and learn from this terrible episode in the country's history.
So, how did the Civil War affect Lebanon in terms of design? The post-war architecture is very contradictory. Some people decided to work on their memory to come up with their projects, while others, on the other hand, decided to erase that memory from people and create soulless area. Threatened with demolition at the end of the 1990s, the Yellow House, former sniper's lair, was finally saved thanks to the effort of civil society and the commitment of the city of Beirut. Anthony Seraphim aims to transform the egg into a huge camera obscura. The bullet holes on the site are transformed into optical devices. The nightclub, previously a war shelter and now known as BO18, was designed by Bernard Khoury in 1998 in the Quarantino.
Solidaire is a Lebanese joint stock company in charge of planning and redeveloping Beirut Central District following the conclusion of the Civil War. It takes a few discussions with the native Lebanese communities to sense the hatred some people feel towards the new downtown area of Beirut. This nation, better known for military conflicts than the arts, has produced an impressive crop of designers such as Reem Akra and Elie Saab, whose work is showcased at the Oscars and the Golden Globes. Elie Saab's vision recalls stories of the cedars of Lebanon and the Paris of the Orient of Beirut's 60s heyday. The advantage of the Lebanese is that they are seen as somewhat of an Arab-European mélange, partly because history has forced them to be.
The prism of war, or the denial of it thereof, is the sole identity of Lebanese art. Zain al-Khalil's art exhibit has tapped into wounds that are more than 40 years old in war-scarred Lebanon.
Jad al-Khouri's work doesn't aim to raise the memory of what happened, but simply hopes to bring joy rather than despair. Mashrou' Layla shows there's an appetite for music that doesn't conform to the Arabic pop status quo.
Hulch Beirut, or as it is known today, Beirut Secret Garden, has been reconstructed after the end of the Civil War and has been closed for the general public for over 25 years. It should be reconsidered and hence bring the coexistence of the Lebanese people back to life to finally overcome the scars of the Civil War.